The One M Kids, in my opinion, is a very good program initiated by our students because to me it shows the awareness among our UTP students on the importance of education and also the importance of sharing about this knowledge to the young generations.
I believe this YSI will give opportunity for the school children to give them some kind of inspiration and also exposure to the tertiary university life, especially the one in University of Petronas.
Normally everybody think about university to graduate engineers and Master of Engineers and PhDs, but they are not really think that they have other mission as well. They have to think about the kids. They have to find the talented one. They have to give the opportunity to kids to see their abilities.
I think it's a good idea that you are calling the primary school. I think one of the key things that when you start young, then you can see the impact of this program. The other thing I think also you can take the opportunity to tell them about science and engineering. So because you are in UTP, engineering is all about science, and so you can tell them how interesting science is and how science can impact the society, impact the world, of course impact the economy, things like that. Maybe they are young, they may not understand, but you may be able to tell them in your own way.
In my opinion, it's good for the kids to be involved because learning is something that you have to be engaged in. You cannot just sit and absorb the learning. Learning must be in an experiential way. Students need to have this feeling of what learning is about, and through this kind of program that students can be engaged, their thinking can be stimulated, they can be motivated, and they are very much involved in the learning process. For example, students need to not only just see, to visualize the learning, but also they can hear, and also more important that they can feel, they can touch, they can smell. And this learning can only happen in an experiential learning mode. Learning becomes more meaningful, and they see the relevance of the learning and of the activities that they do in this project.
In my opinion, I think the core lies in the passion, enthusiasm, and also commitment by the committee members.
We are going to put them in challenge as well. We are going to make some competition among these students, kids, to think based on the science, physics, chemistry, mathematics, and we are going to challenge them. We are going to make some games for them to understand about the science better, and then I think this will encourage them for their future to pursue better what they are going to learn in the schools, primary and secondary.
Integration between students is not something that is easy to get. So it needs a catalyst, and I hope the One and Kids program can become that catalyst for the school students to experience what they may not have the chance to experience in their daily lives.
Well, I don't think they have a lot of programs where they call students from university. I don't think you get invitation to come to the university, right? So I think this is very much needed by the primary school students, to see their elder brothers and sisters, talk to them, university students, talking to them, I think will create a big impact to them.
In charge of this YSR for SEDEX 32, I would like to ask what are the steps or the preparation that I'm supposed to do.
Okay, Yuga, what I can advise you is from previous experience. So the most important thing in any event that involve school children, regardless of primary or secondary, so you have to go through Jabatan Pendidikan Negeri. So it depends on the negeri. So we are working with PERA, so you go to JPN Ipoh, get the approval, so you need to write a letter. The letter must explain what is the benefit of the program, what is the target participants, and then send to them. They will, once they acknowledge you, they approve, and then you can invite the schools by attaching this letter. Without this letter, the school won't be able to commit, because this is a license for them to bring their students out of the school, unless if you are doing the event in the school, because we are doing the event in UTP, we have a risk of getting the students out of the school. Okay, and then next you have to also invite the PPD. So the PPD has to, the PPD must know what is happening around, means that there's the schools under their supervisions. So you have to check which districts that involved. So approach the PPD, tell them, inform them, and invite some officers to witness the event. Okay, this is why, because this is also for promotions. So when later when they say that UTP is doing something good, something beneficial for the student, they will promote this to other schools, okay, and also to other PPD. And then next, of course, an event would be possible without funding. So where did you get the funding? Any funding?
SSD or the department.
Okay, so you need to seek for sponsorship, but a basic one is from the student support, because this is a student event. So you need to get from student support department, and then maybe to top up your funding from outside companies, outside sources. So external funding. Let's try to get external funding.
The transition from primary to secondary, in my opinion, is a very challenging bridge that we need to bring together, because there's a huge gap between learning at primary and also at the secondary level. So what we need to do is to show this bridge, that there is continuity between learning at primary and learning at secondary. We need to change the mindset of students that what they're going to learn at secondary, there is no relevance to what they have learned before. So we need to show to the kids that whatever they learn at primary school, that is actually putting the foundation, so that they see learning is not compartmentalized from primary to secondary, but it is a continuation, it's a continuum in the learning process, and also at the end of the day, for them to realize that learning is a lifelong process.
Suppose kids going from primary school to secondary school, I think there is a difference, because secondary school you need to learn faster, right? You have to do a lot of background reading, whereas primary school you are basically waiting for what the teacher to teach you, basically. But when you go to secondary school, you have to do a lot of your own learning, right? Because they're trying to prepare you already for university, right?
To the YSR thing, what I can say is congratulations. You have done a very good job. You have brought forward a new approach in the learning process among our primary school and also among the kids around in this community. And the ability to bring all these kids together, irrespective of their backgrounds, irrespective of where they come from, to me is tremendous. All I can say to the YSR team of UTP, continue this good work that you are doing for the development of the local community for education. Good job.
I think, as I have mentioned always, they have to be really optimistic. They have to, because we have been talking to Deputy Vice Chancellor Student Affairs, Tun Haji Rosli, and we really appreciate for his support. He supported us to invite more students, and I wish all the committees, student committees, successful, and then I think this SEDEX will be something different.
Alright, I would like to advise you to, when you deal with these young kids, right, secondary school is fine. You can start to learn more of what you like. So you get to choose. Right? You like history, you can go history, right? Or you like science, you can go science all the way until university. So in secondary school, you start to know yourself. You have to tell them that they will know what is their inclination and start to decide which type of subjects they prefer, and hence what kind of jobs they will be suited for, right? Tell them about the positive things. Don't scare them. I think this is very important because they are very young. They will believe anything you say, right? Okay, that's my advice.